Good afternoon, Ovation Nation, and welcome to another Pokemon Sword and Shield set video. Now, in this video, we're going to be looking over Galarian Darmanitan, Big Monkey Boy. Now, I'm super excited to go over this Pokemon because it's another Pokemon that I'm actually going to have on my team this upcoming Monday for the first ever episode of VGC Prep. Remember to put on notifications, click the like button to make sure, and subscribe to the channel to make sure that you don't miss that first episode of VGC Prep here on Monday. And if you want to watch it live while it's recording, then go ahead and follow me on Twitch, because I will be recording it there and then uploading the highlights on the channel on Monday. Now, Darmanitan Galarian form, we have the ice type. Interesting typing, not that defensively good, sadly, but offensively it's definitely one of the better typings in the game because it has a strength against grass, ground, flying, dragon. Very relevant typings, but sadly it is weak to 4 things as well. It's weak to fire, fighting, rock, and steel, another 4 very relevant typings. So there's a double-edged sword here. In order to hit hard, you also have to get hit hard. Now, the problem with ice in general as a typing is that it only has 1 resistance. So like I said, defensively it's not that great of a typing. You're kind of just weak to things. You can't really take things. Your only resistance is ice and you have no immunities. But what makes Galarian Darmanitan really good in this game is because it's given 2 very special abilities. Ability number 1, Guerrilla Tactics. It boosts the Pokemon's attack stat but only allows the use of the first selective move. It is a free choice band. It's a free choice band without holding a choice band. Now that is super crucial for the sets that we have coming up right now. Yeah, it might sound like it sucks at first. I remember when I was first going over this, I thought that it wasn't that great until I realized, oh wait, this is essentially choice band. You could stack another choice band on top of it, or like another choice item, and it won't make a difference. But we're gonna continue on with those sets later. Next we have Zen Mode, which is also super interesting. It's the hidden ability. And pretty much it does a similar thing to the original Zen Mode, except you're given a cooler typing. You're given the typing Fire Ice, which is a lot more interesting than, you know, Fire Psychic. So if you guys don't know what Zen Mode is, it changes the abilities, the ability bearer. So it changes Darmanitan's form into a Zen Mode when their health falls below 50%. Very interesting. Now the problem with Darmanitan is that its defenses aren't quite there. We're gonna look at the stats right now. HP 105. HP is super high. That is really good HP for a Pokemon to have. Attack 140. Also ridiculously high. But here's where the problem lies: the defenses. We have 55 defense, 55 special defense. Very low defenses. This Pokemon will get one shot by a lot of your friends, so that's big problem for this mon, but there's not really much you can do about it. You just kind of have to sit there and deal with it. The speed tier is also kind of awkward too. At 95 speed, the total base stats are only 480. Most of that is because it has 0 special attack at all, so you don't want to run a Fire Blast on this Pokemon. You don't want to run an Ice Beam on this Pokemon. You just want physical moves. But yeah, base 95, awkward speed tier. You're under speeding base 100s, which are very common in this game. So that's a little bit sad, but whatever. You could stick a Focus Sash on this, you could stick a Scarf on this, and then that'll resolve your problems. Now, like I said, the big number here is the attack. You will be one-shotting Pokemon, and when you add on Guerrilla Tactics to that, plus you know, an attack boosting item, it's just a ridiculous amount of damage. And speaking of ridiculous amount of damage, we have the offensive band set, which is what I'm going to be running actually in my upcoming team, which is the ability Guerrilla Tactics, 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed, super straightforward. Going for the Jolly Nature just to be as fast as possible. Like I said, we're in a very awkward speed tier. You want to be as fast as possible, and as long as you're running speed control with this Pokemon, you'll be okay. Moves could be Icicle Crash, Rock Slide. I have both Earthquake and or Flamethrower here. I mean, and or Flare Blitz here, simply because they both deal with steel types in their own respective way. And since this set has Guerrilla Tactics and not Zen Mode, then you won't really need a Fire Stab for this set. And then my last move has to be U-Turn, just to have the pivot switches, just so I can make sure that if I'm in an unfavorable matchup, I can make sure to GTFO if I can. Now, this set all around, like I said, it's doing a ridiculous amount of damage. This Pokemon is given a free choice band anyway, so why not add another choice band on top of that? You're essentially at +2 when you walk into the field before even setting anything up. It's just a ridiculous amount of damage with this mon, and especially when your attack is base 140 already, then this is nothing to laugh at. If this Pokemon hits your Pokemon, it will almost always result in a one-hit KO if that Pokemon is like somewhat frail or like, you know, mid-tier tankiness. If it's super effective, then I'm pretty sure that if it's a super effective ice move, like if your Pokemon's weak to ice and this touches you with Icicle Crash, then that's a dead. Like there's like no coming back from that one. Now the next set that I have for you guys today is a little bit different, essentially the same thing. It's a scarf set. Now the reason I did like make a whole other set for this is because my EVs change a little bit here. Now Darmanitan is fast, but I mean base 95 is nothing to laugh at. Like I said before, it's somewhat fast, and when you put a choice scarf on it, you don't have to outspeed that many Pokemon. The biggest one that you want to outspeed is a Dragapult. So in order to do that, all you need is 220 speed plus a choice scarf, and you're already outspeeding Dragapult at max. So that's kind of what you want to go for here. That's what I'm going for. All you need is 220 and then 252 attack plus 36 HP on top of that. So all in all, and also with this set, you're allowed to go Adamant, which is cool too. So you're gonna be Adamant 140, get a free choice band and a free choice scarf. So you're gonna be fast, you're gonna be hitting hard. Maybe double band is a kind of overkill. So this is a nice mix if you get choice band, and it's a nice mix because you get both choice band and a choice scarf. So you have speed and attack, the two things that you're EVing for. So that's really interesting. And then the sets stay the same: Icicle Crash, Rock Slide, Earthquake, Flare Blitz, and then U-turn. Earthquake or Flare Blitz, and then U-turn. The reason why I have Rock Slide is just to deal with those fire types, which also Earthquake deals with, but Flare Blitz could be your next option there if you want to just deal with steel types exclusively. Or if you're running this in doubles, I would probably go Flare Blitz over Earthquake just so you don't hit adjacent Pokemon. And that's just my thought process. And now we have the Darmanitan-Galarian Zen Mode form. I'm going to real quick go over because this Pokemon has different typings, so that means it has a different weaknesses, different resistances, etc., different stats. So we're going to go over what the Zen Mode has real quick. It has weaknesses to water, fighting, ground, rock. So it has the same number of weaknesses, but different weaknesses in general. It's still weak to fighting, still weak to rock, but it gains a weakness to water and ground, but loses also 2 weaknesses. But here's the thing with this typing. Offensively, Zen Mode Darmanitan has a super effective stab against grass, ground, flying, dragon, ice, bug, steel. You nearly double. No, you do double. Oh no, you nearly double in the amount of super effective stabs you have against other Pokemon, and you sextuple the amount of resistances you have, because with that additional fire type you get resistances to ice, fire, grass, bug, steel, fairy on top of you know, everything else. So that is super good. That fire type that just added to the ice type makes this Pokemon a lot better in my opinion as like a defensive mon, as a offensive mon, just in general. That fire typing is really good, so it kind of makes sense why they didn't want to give it that fire typing to the regular Galarian form, because that probably would have made it broken right off the bat. Now it's attack and defense, it's attack and speed also do change when it goes into Zen Mode. It gains it gets boosted up to 135 speed, which is one of the fastest in the game. So it becomes one of the fastest Pokemon to the point where I want to to the point where my Dragapult is actually EV'd to outspeed just this mon, because this mon is probably its closest threat. So yeah, 135 speed, and then its attack goes up to 160. It gains a whole 20 base stats to its attack alone. So this is going to be hitting like a truck, guys. Definitely something to be a little bit afraid of. Now, the set that I have for this offensive Zen Mode Darmanitan is a Focus Sash set. The reason why I have it with Focus Sash is because I do want to make it so that I always have the chance of getting into Zen Mode, because if you're a Focus Sash, you'll go into Zen Mode and then you'll get 135 speed and you can kind of go to town. Next we have the EVs, which is 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed. Super simple, nothing special. Goes into a Jolly Nature as well. Now the moves that I have on this Pokemon are Icicle Crash, Flare Blitz, and I'll explain to you why, Rock Slide, and Protect. The reason I have Flare Blitz is literally as a suicide, like, auto killer, like a kamikaze killer. Like, you just come in, you get broken down to your Sash, then you go in for your stab Flare Blitz at 160 attack. you're bringing something down with you guys. You're definitely bringing something down with you. You will die as a result, so Flare Blitz is not there for sweeps. And also remember, if you Flare Blitz before your Sash, you waste your Sash, so keep that in mind. That's there as like a precautionary measure, just because that move will destroy things. It is your strongest fire type stab, so you might as well have it on. Icicle Crash, Rock Slide, super self-explanatory. Rock Slide's there for, you know, other fire types. You're still kind of weak to fire. It's there for steel types, not steel types, it's there for bug types, etc, etc. Everything that rock is flying types, everything that rock is good against. And not to mention just flinches for last minute scenarios. Like if you really have no other choice but to flinch your opponent, you have that option. Now that is what we have for Darmanitan-Galarian form. I'm gonna go over some of the notable moves just in case you guys see something here that just cause maybe you guys see something that I don't see, and you guys can leave me your sets down below. This is always a discussion type video, so any sets that you want to leave me, I will always appreciate it. I will always talk to you guys in the comment section and give my thoughts on it. Maybe I might even use your sets above my own because they're just better than mine. Now notable moves, like these are the moves that I saw that were very useful for this Pokemon, are Icicle Crash, Ice Punch, Superpower, Rock Slide, U-Turn, Earthquake, Flare Blitz, Zen Headbutt, Iron Head, Stone Edge, and Hammer Arm. All very good offensive physical moves. Now that is Darmanitan for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, like and comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch to see me play some Pokemon Sword and Shield, and remember, on Monday here on the channel you got yourself your first ever VGC prep episode. I'm Ovation. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, like and comment down below, and peace out.